Hi, welcome to Virtual Engage. In the next 10 minutes, you will see an online live demo class on the Internet of Things, IoT, from our expert trainer.
Good morning, everyone. Today we will be speaking about Internet of Things. First of all, my name is Mohammed Amir and I am involved with Virtual Engage. I'll be speaking a little bit about Internet of Things. So what exactly is this Internet of Things? We can break up this particular terminology into two different terms. We have got Internet and we have got things. All right, so you definitely have heard about things when you were in your school. So maybe, we have got, say, non-living things and living things. Here when we are talking about Internet of Things, we are actually talking about non-living things wherein we give some intelligence to it and make sure that they become intelligent. All right, so we have got a lot of stuffs when we see in our day-to-day lives, mostly electronics appliances. So we have got, say, a mobile phone, we have got a laptop, we have got a TV, refrigerator, Wi-Fi module. There are so many XYZ things which are actually available. All right, so those forms the things. And then on the other hand, we have got internet. So now, practically speaking, the internet is actually one short form. Like if you abbreviate that particular thing, if you extend that, we call it as interconnection of network. So basically, you have got, say, two devices, and if you are actually connecting them with the platform of internet, then the whole system is actually called as Internet of Things. I'll give you a simple example. Imagine in your house, say you have got a refrigerator, you have got, say, a TV. All right, so these things, they are connected to electricity, right? So electricity is used to power them up. But then what if you actually have one way of communication or one platform wherein you can actually communicate from, say, refrigerator to your mobile phone? We know that mobile phone is smart and mobile phone can be connected to, say, a Wi-Fi network. All right, what if you connect your refrigerator also to a Wi-Fi network so that you can communicate to the refrigerator through your mobile phone? That is where your fridge or your refrigerator is also becoming smart. Similarly, what if you have a TV from wherein you can communicate to each other? All right, so if you again use mobile, is actually a very compact device. We can use it for communicating it through almost all of the other devices in our house, right? So what we can do is we can actually attach, or we can actually put one platform wherein all of these devices are connected to one specific network, and that particular thing is what is called as IoT, or Internet of Things. So all the things are actually connected on one common platform. All right, so we call that as IoT or Internet of Things, and there are a lot of applications which are actually having for this particular IoT platform. All right, so I'll give you a simple terminology or simple definition of IoT: the interconnection via internet of computing devices embedded in everyday objects, and then it enables them to send and receive data. So the whole aim of IoT is to enable those devices to send or receive the data. All right, so that is the whole point. We are exchanging the data here, and once we exchange the data, it actually opens up a lot of different opportunities, a lot of different applications. All right, so I'll give you a quick demo on IoT, and the demo which I will be talking about is called as smart home automation. All right, so basically what we will do here is we will actually try to control a light bulb, or we can call in electronics perspective, like when you're creating a project, we can call it as a LED. So we will actually try to control a light bulb or an LED using one of the most commonly used web interface, or one of the commonly used app for texting. All right, so you have definitely heard about WhatsApp, but then we'll not use WhatsApp today. We will be checking it out with Telegram. So there's one very important thing about Telegram. Telegram actually allows you to create your own chatbots very easily. All right, so we will be interacting with a chatbot, and when we tell the chatbot to turn on the light, or when we pass in a message, the light will suddenly turn on. All right, and when you ask it to turn it off, the light will turn off. Okay, that is how it's going to work. So if you see here, I have given the complete demonstration. So I have divided particular thing into two variants. One forms the software perspective and another forms the hardware perspective. All right, so in the software perspective, we have got, say, Telegram chatbot, which is acting as an input device for us. Okay, so where you will type in, okay, whatever you want to type in. All right, and then that particular message will actually go to one specific cloud service. All right, one specific cloud service is what it will go, and the cloud service which we have used is Adafruit. Okay, so Adafruit is one of the most common popular cloud platform which is used for IoT. All right, so we'll be using adafruit.io, wherein the message whatever you have sent from Telegram will reach Adafruit cloud service. Once it reaches Adafruit cloud service, what it will do is it will actually interact, or it will actually create some feeds and some dashboards wherein it will exchange the data. And once the data is received there, right, it can send the data from Adafruit to, say, whatever processor we are using. We can use, say, Node MCU or Raspberry Pi, whatever processor we want to use, so that the data from Adafruit can be received onto our Node MCU, because Node MCU is a hardware device, or Raspberry Pi is a hardware device. Now, once it is connected to Node MCU or Raspberry Pi, once the data is received, okay, it will be using one specific protocol called as MQTT. Okay, MQTT is the protocol which is actually driving the data from Adafruit to Raspberry Pi or Node MCU. All right, so once the data is received, or in say MQTT terminology, we use something called as publishing and subscribing. So the Raspberry Pi is actually subscribed to Adafruit channel. All right, once it is subscribed, it will actually receive that particular value. So it's going to be like this, fairly simple. When you type in light on, say, it will send one specific message, or else we can call it as, number one is sent from Telegram to Adafruit, and then that particular one actually subscribed to Raspberry Pi or Node MCU channel. So one is actually received at the end of Raspberry Pi or Node MCU channel. Once the value 1 is received, we can immediately turn on the light, because we can pass in 1 for turning on. Similarly, when you tell light off, what is going to happen? 0 is transferred to Adafruit cloud service, and from Adafruit, we know that Raspberry Pi or Node MCU is subscribed to that particular channel. That 0 will be actually put on to light bulb. So when you are trying to automate light bulb or LED, if you pass in comma 1, that means 1 is standing for high here, light will turn on. When you pass in 0, light will turn off. This is the fundamental thing which we will be actually seeing. Now, to show the demonstration, I will be using only the software perspective, because hardware will not be shown to you right now. Okay, I will be just showing you the software perspective. I'll be showing you, say, what's going to happen in Telegram and what exactly will happen in Adafruit. And I will show up one specific notification here on Adafruit as well, wherein we will come to know whether the light is on or off. All right, so let's quickly head up to our demo. So I have written a code in Python. So the language which we'll be using for coding this is Python. All right, so I've written here a specific code in Python wherein I will have to install 2 libraries. All right, so I have to install, say, Python Telegram bot. This is the first library which I'll be installing. And then I will also install Adafruit.io. I have coded this on Google Colab, which is actually online notebook for writing simple Python codes. All right, now when you go to Adafruit, this is my Adafruit account here. All right, I have created one dashboard here, if you could see. Okay, and inside this I have created one toggle here. So what's going to happen is, when I'm actually toggling this, right, I will also have something called a status indicator. All right, I will have here status indicator, which will actually help me to tell whether my light is on or off. I'll just make some couple of changes here. I'll make a simple setting so that it will be pretty easy. I'm gonna make it as 1 and 0. Okay, 1 second, 1 and 0, and then update the block. All right, so now my block is updated. Okay, now when I type in 1, status indicator says that it is on. So basically red stands for off and green stands for on. All right, you will be able to see here 1 is for on and 0 is for off. Okay, this is what is happening here. Now what I'm going to do is, I will be keeping this as my status indicator. I don't want to manually actually control this. Okay, instead of manually controlling, I will allow my chatbot to actually control this particular thing, right? So I'll go back to my, say, Python code. Here I've given few of my credentials of Adafruit. Okay, and then I have considered say light as my feed name. So this particular thing is the light feed name which I've actually considered. If you go to feeds here, you should be able to see light as your feed name, which I've considered, and it will actually be toggling for on and off 0101. It will be toggling, and all the values which are created are given here with the time frame as well. Okay, I don't want this feed right now. I'll go back to my dashboard itself. Okay, and now what I'm gonna do is I will add up two images, okay, just as a reference for displaying something. So the first image which I will add is this particular image wherein my light is off. All right, my light is off here, and then I have added here one more, this one. Let me just show you this, wherein my light will be on. Okay, so this one I've taken it from Google. All right, let me just copy and paste it here. So these are the two images which I've taken. I will actually receive this in my Telegram bot. All right, whenever I'm doing a Telegram bot, I will be receiving this on button, on picture of a bulb and off picture of a bulb. All right, so yes, let me just scroll down here, and if you see here, I've given here different variants also of how you speak. You can tell, say, light on. You can text light on in this particular manner, or else you can keep on whatever you want. I have typed in here different comments. You can even make it much simpler by adding up a simple understanding of taking up any cases. Okay, whether it be uppercase or lowercase, it should not matter. You can make it more sophisticated as well. And then if you type in anything else, for now my chatbot is pretty simple. It will accept only two commands, either light on or light off. If you type in anything else, it will just print to you invalid text. Okay, this is how it is going to be. And we are working on Telegram API here. Whenever you are creating a bot, you actually will get something called as API token. All right, this is my bot API token which I have got, and I'll be using this token to make sure that I am using my bot itself. All right, that is the whole point which I'll do. Let me run this particular code. Okay, I am running this particular code now, and it is here, all the libraries are clarified, and then it is working all fine. Now I'm gonna start playing the main function. Okay, once my main function is ready, it is saying that okay, it is now ready for accepting our code. All right, so I'll go back to this. This is my status indicator, and I'll open my Telegram bot as well. All right, and okay, now in my Telegram bot, let me just type in here. All right, so I'm gonna type in, say, light on. Okay, and then press enter, and the moment I press light on, you should be able to see request processing light on. And let me just minimize my screen, and you will be able to see status indicator turning on here. All right, so this is what is happening here. Let me just give once again light off. Okay, what I'll do is I'll just put this on another side. Okay, so that you can see properly what is going to happen. So light on is done. Let me type in, say, light off here. All right, and then press enter, and you should be able to see immediately I'm not doing anything, no manual stuff here in Adafruit. Telegram is actually telling the light to turn off. All right, and then let me type in here once again with a different variant. I'm going to give, say, light on. Let me check whether this is there or not. See here, light on. Okay, and then if I give light off, okay, and it's gonna come here as light off. So you can see the status indicator here for turning on light as well as turning off light. All right, if I give something else, like imagine if I tell, say, turn on fan. Okay, I'm just gonna give some random thing. Okay, so that it should tell me invalid text. That means my robot is not actually ready for accepting anything else apart from what I need it to be given. So for now, I have just coded for light on and light off. You can probably code for fan, AC, refrigerator, whatever you want to check. Maybe you want to check something related to refrigerator, or smart TV, you want to do something with that. You can do a lot of things here, and you can make sure that you connect it to respective hardware as well. Okay, so that was a quick demo on IoT. So basically what is happening here, we are trying to connect the things whatever we have through the platform internet, and we are trying to control it. And this is pretty much very important application of IoT, smart home automation. All right, so with the help of chatbot, you are actually integrating chatbot with your node MCU so that you can control devices. All right, that was the demo, guys. Hope you like it. Thank you.
Please visit our website www.virtualengage.com to explore our services. Thank you for watching this video.